It's brand new Steel Panther right here on your Classic Metal Show from their latest release just called Lower the Bar. That's called Pussy Ain't Free. I think we can all agree to that. And kicking off the show tonight, we heard Steven, oh God, that's great, Piercy from his latest release, Smash, with 10 Miles Wide. And a guy who's just flying 10 miles high this week is my good friend and partner, Chris Aiken. What's going on, Chris?
Zee! That was awful. You played nothing but Stephen Piercy and Steel Panther. Zee!
I happen to like both, and it is my show, so maybe I'll just play more.
Z! Uppercase Z! I'm giving it to you, both barrels. Uppercase and bold Z!
Right. Thought those were two spirited tunes to open up the show tonight. Plus, it's new, and plus it's relevant, so there.
So eat a bag of dicks, Jackal.
Yeah! Yeah, pal.
Yeah, pal!
Yeah, so here we are back on the Classic Metal Show after a week of rock for Chris.
Yes.
It's your week to rock. It was my week to rock a couple weeks ago.
Right. Yeah, this was a rare one for me to actually be out twice in a week. I gave up my granddad status and actually pretended like I still had a life.
There you go, and you were kind of glad for it too, right?
I was. I had a great time, man.
Well,
no question about that. I'm sure we'll talk at length about that.
We will. I'm curious to hear about it because you and I spoke briefly yesterday, and I basically told you don't spill the beans because I actually want to hear this for the first time,
sure,
along with the fans. So I don't want it to be stale for me. So yeah, you went out to a couple of shows this week. You got to see John Corabi solo. I guess you would consider it solo, yeah?
Yeah, it was just him and his son. He was playing acoustic guitar, and his son was playing the box, whatever that thing is. The second time in a month I've seen the box. I've never seen that instrument played before. Two times in a month I've seen the box.
Well, it must be an effective tool for like small shows or kind of intimate shows or solo shows or whatever. It must work.
It's easier. I guess it's just easier to bring out a box than it is a whole drum set.
Sure, absolutely. And then of course you did see a full band show on Thursday. You went to see Stephen Piercy at the Kent stage, which I know you got lots of stories to tell.
Yes, plenty to tell on that one. That was a crazy evening, to say the least.
Good, excellent. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. Me, just home and work for me. Then nothing too spectacular this week. So I had to live vicariously through your experiences this week.
That you had you wishing you had a Facebook account, didn't I?
I'm just glad that you were able to actually get out and do something for a change. That was actually just fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I have nothing but good things to say about literally everything this week. Although I am going to hammer fucking cocksucker John a little bit. What a douchebag.
Well, we'll get into that too.
Yeah, we will get into that. I know he's my friend and all, and I'd love to bang his wife, but Jesus Christ, what a dick.
All right, well, that'll be interesting. Just one more reason for me to hate him more than I already do.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you do, right?
Yeah, I do hate him.
Okay, as long as he hears that,
yeah.
That way it's clear to him.
Well, the thing is that unless I just come out and admit it, he won't feel comfortable around me anymore.
Okay, so now is this a CMS exclusive?
Yeah. Yeah. I think you were very clear in how you explained it to him about how I deal with people I have no regard for.
Right.
And I think if he didn't get that message, he never will.
Okay.
So that's all I got to tell you about that. But anyway, the weather is getting nicer, the days are getting longer, and I'm feeling good. How's the perfect 7 week going for you?
Better this week than last week.
Yeah.
Last week obviously was that first indulgence of just fucking tar coming out of my ass.
Sure.
But now it's settled in. It has settled in, and it is not bad. It's just another vitamin these days.
Yeah. So I noticed there was a lot of interest in that.
Yeah, good and bad.
Well, regardless, all I saw was good. I just saw people saying, I got to check into that, or I'm going to look into this.
Yeah, no, I'm being a bitch on the YouTube. I'm just banning people left and right.
Really?
Just because I can.
Okay.
Not even because they're being that heinous. Just because, fuck you, banned.
Okay.
I just wasn't in the mood to read negative this week, so I just banned a bunch of people.
Oh, I wasn't aware of it, but then again, I don't field the YouTube, so I have no idea what goes on there.
Every once in a while, I'm just not in the mood to hear about, you guys fucking suck, and you guys are racist, bigot, faggots, and all you do is jock Don Dawkins' dick. So this week, I wasn't in the mood for it, so it was like, ban.
And yet, you still keep listening.
Yeah, exactly. So keep on listening, and now you can't post.
Right.
So go fuck yourself.
Very nice. All right. Very good. Now your pal Scotty is hanging out with you this evening as an observer, and maybe he'll chime in.
Yeah, he might chime in when we start talking about Piercy, because he was there to see that ridiculous silliness.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah, he'll check in, I'm sure.
Well, let him know that I'm very limited in my rap selection.
He's laughing.
Yeah, I've got very little rap over here.
Come on, dude. We'll get into like some Stuck Mojo and stuff. We'll do crossover. How's that?
Yeah, we'll do some mainstream rap.
Well, what, dude? While we're talking about rap, give him the CMS rap, because I don't even think he's heard the CMS rap. Do you have that handy?
Well, I think I do.
Let Scotty, since he's a rap fan, hear our own Scribble, nationally known Scribble. Album was top 10 on iTunes there for like 3.6 seconds.
Yeah.
Let him hear Scribble doing the CMS rap.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it here real quick.
All right.
I had it on the desktop there for the longest time, and I think I moved it to a folder, to be honest.
How could you move that when we need that all the time?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I do play it, obviously, every now and again. I still throw it in there to the at the end of the show or somewhere, just to throw it in there with the mega meth.
Yeah, whenever I do a solo show, I always use that in the open.
Sure.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
It is good.
I like it. So let me see here. A CMS rap. I'll do a quick search. And here we
It's
go.
the classic rapping show.
CMS rap. Here it is.
All right.
I don't want to be that popular. I don't like any of you, so go fuck yourselves. What's that fucking cocksucker want? I'm in the mood to just bash on everybody today.
It's a classic metal rap when I'm sticking my dick in your ass like Stephanie sit next to me. I'm just inside my pants. Who's the motherfucking man? Nearly is fucking little girlies on their periods. Serious. Her name is Taylor. She been sucking on his winner, but she a bad motherfucker with a no nonsense demeanor. Meaner than forsaken, taking on these liberal faggots. They're all offended against the literal faggots. Now, what you gotta understand is that it's comical. The CMS is more than metal, homie. It's about to show them that they ain't sticking to a strict format. That's for pricks in the mainstream. Fuck all that. And fuck the metal moves, that sucker better duck. Cause me and Chris are gonna buck him when we fuck his ass up. Somebody better call the cops. Time the Scott is on the rooftop, drinking shots, taking pops to the brain. It's a doghouse thing. Going all out, calling all eyes, doing his thing. The real Jeff Tate Miranda, what a stupid fucking nuisance. And his manager's like ugly ass fuck pig Susan. I got a hand job from Bob now, Bandy and Tim James at the same time. Let's fucking jam and give it talking when he's rocking on the CMS. Brave him in his own speed, call it EMS. Now, no stress, Bob Leathers hit a kick it. Talking sick shit like car-hole logistics. If you're offended, stop bitching, don't listen. Talking Metal's the podcast for all you weak bitches. Twisting nearly the illest alive. Really bust a nut on any trunk. I got him sucking on my willy. It's silly for y'all to think that dummy has got style. Stay true, hell and kill, fuck you, pal. Stay true, hell and kill, fuck you, pal. Stay true, hell and kill, fuck you, pal.
Get out of here, you fucking retard.
Wow.
God
Look at you
damn.
just launching.
God damn, that girl must fucking sit there and just chew on copper pipes.
Perfect.
That's some good stuff there.
Well, when you think about all the content that goes into that 2.5 minute, or not, it's only 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You think about what he's included. He included Doghouse, Bob Nobandian, Eddie Trunk, Bob Leather, Stephanie, obviously you and I,
Metal Moose,
the Metal Moose, Talking Metal. I mean, there's probably 12 12 CMS subject materials all wrapped into that thing.
Yeah, I guarantee you didn't write it in 2 minutes. That's for sure.
Yeah, just coming up with all that material just for one little song is pretty amazing. Now, the CMS phone line has been ringing and ringing and ringing for a half hour now, so I'm going to find out who's been calling the line. Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
Neely, is that you?
It is Neely.
Holy shit. I have been trying to call from Australia, and it's just been ringing out, and I don't know whether it's live or whatever, and see... Oh, here we go. Okay, so it is delayed a little bit.
All right, well, turn your computer down so I can hear what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I've turned it down now. Oh, this is unreal.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Look, and I know you always go on about fucking being on topic and all that. Well, I know Chris has said the fuck word, so we're on topic straight up.
All right. Well, who is this?
Aussy Ace.
Aussy Ace. Okay, we're going to go with a
Yeah,
pseudonym name.
all my actual real name is Andre.
Okay. What's on your mind tonight, and why are you calling the show? And by the way, the reason I haven't answered the phone is the show's only been on for 20 minutes.
Okay, right, because I didn't know whether you were in Chicago, and I didn't know when it was time-wise and what have you.
All right. So what's on your mind, my Australian friend?
I've got everything on my mind at the moment. Niggers, the whole lot. Everything. And Australia and Brisbane here, it's becoming even softer. I've got everything on my mind. I've got a list here written up. But what I wanted to talk to you as well was because of Chris's knowledge in Korea as well. I get a lot of Korean students that stay with me, and they are so weak. It's like someone's putting gum in their water. But on topic, I don't know. I've got a list here of things that I'd love to chat to you about.
All right. What's the first thing on your list?
Okay, all right. The first thing that's on my list, I'll tell you right now, is that I've written down the cover of. Where is it? Here we go.
Well, first of all,
it's actually
stop.
just about.
It was
about Spreaker itself.
All right. Before you get into this,
right?
Take a deep breath.
Yep.
Calm down. Because you're breathing like you ran a mile or something to the payphone. So just got to...
No, I'm not in my payphone. Calm down.
All right. So take it easy. You've talked to the legends now. It's all cool. We've accepted you as one of our own. So you're among friends and family. So go ahead, take it easy, and just tell Chris what's on your mind.
Okay. Well, I suppose the first thing is the actual speaker, because I've boosted up your numbers because I just keep reopening one and playing it again and again. I don't care about being a cheapskate and fucking downloading it and whatever. I just play it over. But what I dislike is I once scrolled from all the way down where you hit that button more, and it goes down. I got all the way to frickin' like May or April from thing, and all of a sudden something happened to the computer. The whole fucking thing went back to where it was. I couldn't go back to an earlier episode.
Well, that's unfortunately how Spreaker works. As soon as you click off the listing page, it'll go right back to the beginning. Yeah,
well, I've kind of realised that now. And then, see, I've had my brother coming over and doing a couple of days' work for me, and he's like, I'll put those guys on, they're fucking great. And I've got my mates listening to you, and they've actually got a cotton wallet because they're like, I don't let my missus hear that because she will be offended, you know.
Hold on, dude. Take a breath. Take it easy. It's a conversation, not a race.
Okay.
Do you have a computer or a Mac, a PC or a Mac?
At the moment, I listen to you. I've got a computer and I've got just a tablet.
Okay. What do you listen to us on?
Spreaker.
On which device?
Oh, no, sorry. Right now, I'm actually on your web page.
On which device? Your PC or your tablet?
Samsung Galaxy tablet.
If you are on an Android tablet, there is an app called Miro, Miro. if
Okay.
you use that app to listen to our show,
Right.
that one lets you scroll all the way through the history on Spreaker.
MIRA. I'm not really an app man because that's why people are getting dumb. They use an app because they don't have to think now.
Well-
I'm really not an app man, but I'll
Oh,
try
then-
MIRO.
You can either use the app and not think, or not use the app and have it crash on you.
Right, okay, because mine doesn't crash too bad, but when it finishes up and you do your spiel again, you know, help my mate out or whatever, and
Yeah.
that, and then you don't know, you can't see the timeline. So if I want to just rewind a little bit back, I can't because I can't see it. So I go through that Spreaker and open a new one each time so I can see the yellow bar.
All right. We don't control
Understand?
it.
All right. Next.
I understand that, and it's not bothering me that was the first thing on my list.
Sure.
All right. What's next?
Well, just this whole Korean thing. I have Korean students that come and stay with me while they study to do English for 4 weeks. I've had some for 3 months, and all of them, I don't know what's wrong with their fucking brains. And firstly, everyone I've had in the past 3 years, they walk in, and I've got like a bit of KISS staff and Van Halen, and they're like, who's that? I'm like, what fucking planet are they living on?
Well,
I just don't get it. And you know a lot about them, and I've got to train them up here. I mean, I had a tin of just a normal tin you flip the lid off. Well, the guy came up to me one day, 24-year-old guy. Oh, I couldn't open this, and he's getting his fingers to try and grab it. I said, get a fucking spoon. Well, what's he thinking? One of them was 24 as well. Couldn't use a fucking normal can opener. Oh, Mum does that. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You know, and it's like, but is there something wrong with these Koreans? Because I've had Chinese guys stay with me, Japanese. They're fucking on them. These guys seem like it's a different planet.
Well,
I don't know. And you've lived in Korea, so I just find them, they're all, Mum, the Wi-Fi's not on. Like when they come in, the second the Wi-Fi, I switch that off. That's the only thing that gets their attention.
Well, I was there from 87 to 89, so I'm going to imagine
Right.
this generation is a little different from the ones I dealt with.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, but even now, I just don't get why they seem out of touch with reality. I mean, I can tell them more about their own music scene than they know, and they only ever go, I've heard of the Beatles, but we don't know who they are.
Right?
Okay. Here, just another thing I want to touch on. You were talking about tattoos, I think, once the other day, right? Well, here's a little quick story. When I was about 9 years old, my dad, he was the one that put me in my place. I got flogged for everything because my brother did it, and I never did, so Dad would say, right, I'm getting the fucking stick, you're both getting it. So I always got it, right, anyway. But he was the man up, gave me the slap. And anyway, he once put me to bed. Here was my bedtime story when I was 9 years old. Son, if you ever come home with a tattoo on your arm, you will wake up and that arm will be fucking chopped off. And then he said, son, if you ever get a fucking earring, and I'm about your age, guys, right?
All right.
He goes, son, if you ever come home with an earring, you make sure you fucking put the dress and lipstick on to go with it. That was my bedtime story. From that day on, never got a tat and never fucking got an earring.
All right.
You know, boom, you know. So, because I think the story you were talking about was some trash park lady getting a 3-month-old baby tatted up by some fucking loser or something.
Well, that's why you're still around to talk to us today, because you had a good dad.
Oh, it's brilliant dad, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, and I can tell you now, that horsecock yak milk, I easily overplayed that 100 times. And we've got a bit, and my brother walked in and he goes, "Oh, put an episode on." I said, "You've got to hear this yak one. It's fucking brilliant." So I put it on. He nipped down to actually get some beers. Brought back a photo. They've got a range of fucking yak beer here. And he goes, "I was really going to get a bottle, but I thought it might have had some of that fucking yak milk in it." So I don't know if you guys had the yak beer there.
No. We've not.
You don't?
We don't do yak.
I love all your music stuff. I will admit, I grew up with Def Leppard, Van Halen, Iron Maiden, long life Kiss fan, and I actually booked to go on that Kiss cruise this year. But the only reason is because I'm going to be doing business over there, and it just ties in, and I can tax write it all off. But you just even your interviews and. Now I'm listening to a bit of Dokken, and it's great. It's fucking brilliant, this show.
I got to tell you, Ozzy, the chat room loves you. James McCormick says, "Fuck this guy," and Nathan from Kentucky says, "This guy's actually making me miss Tim."
Oh, the fucking pole-smoking fucking faggot. Tim. They're missing a little bit of cock up the fucking date, are they? Well, then fucking, all right then. Looks like I'm going to have to fucking man them up or get the Trumpster to do something, eh?
That's right.
Crack a few skulls, like you said, Neely.
All right, Ozzy, your management's telling us you got to go.
Your management's telling you to go. All right, guys, well, hopefully I can be on topic.
Okay, well, you're welcome to call back again. Just calm down. Make sure you.
Yes, I will.
You don't need to be too overexcited. We're just dudes.
Yeah, I get that. And when your voice came on, that first bit was sounded like a bit like a recording.
Enough of the cocksucker. Jesus Christ.
Calm down, Chris.
All right, Ozzy.
All right, cool.
Okay, sign off the proper way then. Well, there he goes.
No, fuck you, pal.
Fuck you, pal. I'm out of here.
You making me? You saying my people got me off? Well, then I'm leaving.
Right. All right.
All right, I like him.
Yeah, he's a fan.
Yeah, he's excited to talk to us.
I still find that interesting how people, obviously. Australia is English speaking, and but the humor that translates.
Yeah, well, it's always amazing to me that people can live like 10,000 miles away and still listen to this bullshit.
I know, it's silly, silly stuff. But cool. I always like hearing from new fans, new listeners, people calling in. It's like what is it? Almost noon over there, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Sunday afternoon. That's how you spend your Sunday afternoon after you worship the Lord and the Creator. You listen to us and tear it all down.
You listen to one Lord, then you listen to the real Lords.
The Dark Lords.
The Dark Lords, the Dark Prince.
Yeah, the Dark Prince. And an Australian gave you that title.
He did, Mr. Angry Anderson of Rose Tattoo.
Right, the Dark Lord, the Prince of Darkness.
Damn right, and he was 100% correct.
Yeah, so that comes from Angry Anderson, the angriest of them all.
Yes, well, second angriest now that he's dubbed me.
Exactly. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, Daly? It's John. How's it going?
Hey, John, what's up? What's on your mind tonight?
This faggot.
Fuck you, Aiken. All right, I have to ask, Daly, how long did your Perfect 7 take to kick in? Because I took my first dose at 11:30 on Thursday, and nothing has happened. I'm a walking fucking time bomb.
Well, I've always said you're a bag of shit, so it doesn't surprise me any.
Well, that hasn't changed, but apparently I'm a bag of shit that is supposed to be emptier, and I'm not. What the fuck, dude?
I took mine on Friday night, and it didn't kick in till noon on Sunday.
All right, damn it, well, that should have hit for me already then.
Take some more, Dick.
Well, I tried this morning. I loaded the chute, man. Neely, I don't know if Chris told you, but I'm on the way home from a family wedding, and so I took this thing on Thursday because I really don't have time to just do it during the week because I've got work stuff and things at night.
Drinking an 8-ounce glass of water is something you have to schedule in your day.
Very hard.
Listen, you asshole. It's not the drinking the water that's the problem. It's taking a fucking 15-pound shit that's a problem.
It's not a problem.
Takes an hour to...
It's not a problem. It'll just come out on its own, no matter where you are.
It wasn't a problem.
Neely, I have
51 years ago, Dick.
You are an angry fuck tonight, you fucking fat bastard.
I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why I'm angry with you, you fucking faggot.
Why are you angry with me?
Well, I don't know. Maybe because I look like a total fucking dick to the fucking promoter that I fucking begged for tickets for you, you fuck.
Oh, now wait a minute. Do not beg, and I did, and now that I am wrong on that, and I did apologize.
Gee, I don't know. Let's ask the promoter for 6 goddamn tickets because that's what you do as a journalist. Yeah, give me 6. In fact,
all right,
you bring in the whole goddamn town. Why not?
All right,
I'm important.
All right, if you're gonna play fucking show guy, I called you the other day and I was honest with you about why I wasn't coming, and you were cool. Yeah. But now we're on the air and you're acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
So what? You fucking putting on a show now?
Oh, whoa. The reason I can't go is because I have to go shop for pants.
I had a lot of stuff to do for the fucking wedding, and I had to be fucking responsible. And part of it was going to Kohl's and getting some clothes.
Thank God Kohl's is only open on Thursdays after work. I'm sure you didn't know you were going to the Piercy show the whole fucking week ahead.
Where was this the other day when we were talking in private? Are you showing off now or something?
I knew I was going to wait for the show.
You're a fucking asshole, man. You're such a fucking ass. In my defense, it was a dick move, and I did apologize because I know you put your neck out there. So on the air, I will say I was wrong, and I fucked you, and I'm sorry. So there it is.
Well, Stephanie can make that even.
Well, I will send her over in a couple hours when we get home.
Yeah, tell her to leave that awful blue dress there, though.
Oh, dude, well, what's under that blue dress is not quite so awful. So
but that dress looks like it was made by that dress looks like it was made by a fucking Crayola marker.
Dude, it looks like a 1974 couch. It's like a piece of upholstery from a 1974 couch. It really does. And the worst part is, dude, the guys all had bow ties, and the bow ties were of that same material. So they had this baggy couch-looking shit.
This shit looks like, he's not lying. This shit looks like something you would upholster your grandmother's couch with.
Yeah, there's an old saying back in the 70s, who shot the couch?
Dude, this was it, Neely. The only thing the girls were missing were the plastic cover so that nothing spilled on it, got soaked into the upholstery, man. It was bad. But the worst was, again, the bow ties were the same material. So the guys, they looked all nice and they're all dressed up, but when you got up close and said, hey, congratulations, you're like, what the fuck is that around your neck? It was terrible.
All right, John, your management is telling us you have to go.
All right. Well, anyways, Neely, so I should have had this done already. So this Perfect 7, you probably get an update next week, but this shit's got to start working pretty soon because otherwise I'll have to doubt Don Dokken and you and Aiken. Otherwise, I'm just going to think you guys just eat nothing but shit for the last 5 years. So.
All right, now scram.
All right. Hail and kill. Fuck you, pal. Hail job!
Wow. Everybody's on the Perfect 7 kick.
Yeah, everybody likes the Perfect 7, although it's not working for John, I guess.
Well, not yet. But it's probably gonna take a roto-rooter to plow through all that, though.
Yeah, it's probably with him. He should just rub it on his skin.
Nice.
You know, it'll work from the outside in.
Even our friend Serena got some Perfect 7.
Oh yeah, how'd her shit go?
She only started it yesterday, so.
She call in. I'd like to hear every groan of her belly as she evacuated.
Everybody's on the perfect 7 now.
I would like to close my eyes and mentally follow the shit working its way through her intestines and out her ass. She got a nice little perfect heart-shaped... Oh, sorry. Is she listening?
Well, of course she's listening. She's a hardcore.
I'd like to give her a hardcore.
Yeah, she's been with us a long time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like me some Serena. Oh, boy.
That's very nice.
I would rape her to death.
Right.
I would give her a nice warm hug.
Right. Rape her to death? Wow.
Did you hear about this fucking and I shouldn't laugh about it. It's a fucking horrific story. But did you hear about this this kid, or they fear that this kid is dead because the kid was kidnapped and sold into the sex trade and then gang raped and then fed to alligators to lose the evidence?
No, I was not aware of this.
This is how fucked up my brain is. I read that story a little while ago on MSN, and and all I could do was laugh. I wasn't even like horrified or shocked. I saw the headline and was like, kid in sex trade murdered and fed to alligators, and I laughed.
Wow.
That's where we're at today.
Huh.
Just a fucked up existence.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, well, we're off to a rousing start.
No kidding.
Our new friend over there in Australia, he was excited to talk to 2 legends.
Yeah.
Well, at least one legend anyway.
And then we were lacking of excitement to talk to John.
I was making reference to your legendary status.
John's text, you fucker, waiting to sandbag me, you cunt. Love you, bro. That was awesome.
Yeah, well, he apparently hasn't heard the worst of it yet.
No, because I'm going to talk about it. I just went into it, but we're going to explain exactly what this fucking faggot did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's definitely not getting off that easy for that, because
Right.
I'm not thrilled.
Right. Well, the Piercy people should be happy with this segment, being that the word faggot has been used liberally over the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're probably they'll be listening on Monday or Tuesday as they're driving across the country going, these fucking guys.
Yeah.
These guys are funny with their faggot talk.
Yeah, faggot talk. Right. All right. Well, anyway, let's see here. Trying to regroup here, since I was not expecting to be bombarded with phone calls so early. But yeah, I was here in the studio getting ready for the show, and the studio line kept ringing and ringing and ringing. I was just like, I'm not going to pick that up. And if that's John Rufo calling before the show starts, I'm gonna shoot him.
Hey, buddies.
But I haven't heard from John Rufo in a while. I guess
Voicemail. He left the voicemail for a song request or something.
John Rufo did?
Yeah.
Like today?
Like 2 weeks ago or something. No, like 2 weeks ago or something. It's in there.
All
it's
right.
in there somewhere.
All right. Well, we do have another voicemail we'll get to later. Our good friend Toby had left one.
All right. Good. I like to.
We didn't get to it last week. It totally slipped my mind that we had a rather lengthy voicemail from Toby, and then there's a couple more out there. So
I gotta say, Toby posts me like 20 messages a week on Facebook.
Okay.
And Toby I would love to just see the history of his computer. He sent me this thing today of some woman doing I guess she was involved in like a rape, and so she was at Slut Fest, which is some anti-rape fest called Slut Fest.
I don't know. That sounds like it promotes rape to me.
That's what I thought too. But she was at Slut Fest, and she was reading poetry about her rape.
Okay.
And I actually, for a minute, I thought about sending it over, and maybe I still will. But I was like, man, is it going to be really heinous if we're making fun of a rape victim? Because her poem is so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And I was laughing. And again, I think there's just something wrong with me, because all these fucking horrific things she's talking about, about getting raped, and I'm giggling. And it's not even like on purpose. I'm listening to her talking about, rhyming rape with gape or whatever, and fucking laughing.
Well, is it as bad as Ashley Judd?
Oh, it's worse than Ashley Judd, because Ashley Judd just fell off the rails. This was something this woman took time to fucking craft. She crafted her statement.
Well, she's no scribble.
No, she's not a scribble. But I hate to admit it, but as she talked about her getting raped, I just laughed and laughed.
Well, sometimes it's in the presentation.
Well,
it isn't always the subject material. It's in the presentation.
After seeing her, she should be happy someone raped her.
Sure.
I mean, Jesus. That's the only sex she's getting. She was Rhonda-esque.
That's so nice. Everything's so good.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's take a break.
All right.
And then let's get back. We'll come back and we'll get into your whole week of rocking.
Okay.
And you can tell us all about your Karabi experience and how that show went, and your Steven experience and how that show went. So that should fill about an hour. And then you can tell us about the bitch move that John made.
Oh, yeah. That's the primary thing I want to talk about. What a fucking bitch he is.
And we can talk about that. So, anyway, sure. What would you like to hear?
I would like to hear Iron Maiden.
Okay.
Passchendaele.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Dance of Death.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one in a long time.
Yeah, well, that's a good one.
It is a good one. I agree. Anytime you hear some Maiden, it's always good.
That's right.
All right. Aside from the Blaze Bayley years, has Iron Maiden never really had anything bad?
Fear of the Dark was garbage.
I mean, was it unlistenable?
To me, it is.
Totally unlistenable.
I can't listen. I'd rather listen to the Bayley stuff.
Huh. Okay.
That is by far their worst record to me. Dude, they played a concert at Blossom on that tour, on Fear of the Dark tour.
Okay.
It was them and Testament. Now, in today's world, them and Testament, you're probably going to put 13 to 15,000 people in the room, right?
Okay.
I went to this show. There was like 900 people at Blossom. They opened up, even though we had lawn tickets, they just opened it up because there was no one there, and everybody was in the pavilion and in like the first 12 rows, and that was it at Blossom for Iron Maiden and Testament. It was a great show. Don't get me wrong. It was a great show, but what made it great was they didn't play any of those fucking songs.
Okay.
They played the one song, Fear of the Dark, and that was it. So, yeah, Fear of the Dark to me is just a bag of shit. And to be honest, I don't like it. I know a lot of people love it, but I don't like Seventh Son very much either. Do you like that one?
It's not bad. It's just the classic Maiden sounding record. I mean, is it their strongest material? No, but is it unlistenable? No, it's not unlistenable.
It's too much keyboards for me.
Yeah, it is very poppy.
Yeah, it's very, can I play with madness? Ugh. Just stop it. You're trying to be on MTV. Trying a little too hard.
Yep. All right, well, let's play some Iron Maiden with some Passchendaele. Here it is. It's Iron Maiden exclusively here
on your Classic Metal Show.
Hi, this is Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden. You're listening to the Classic Metal Show.